Do you have a history of mental illness? Yes.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I broke my ring light a few months back, like it's been a while. So I have to film this during the day. And so everything looks weird right now. And I wish I could film it right there, but we don't have a ring light. And it's really annoying. And I hate the lighting in this room. Literally just like flames, side of my face, seething, I hate bad lighting. It's like one of those really weird things that just like, actually it's not really weird. A lot of things make me angry because I'm an angry person. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I'm really so awkward. I haven't done this in freaking forever. If you want to follow my things, I'll put it here, I guess, or here. I'm literally, or here, somewhere. It will go somewhere. Anyway, so what I actually didn't want to make this video. Why did I want to do this right now? I want to be like one of those people that's like explaining why I've been gone with that like really dramatic ass thumbnail. No, no. I basically just wanted to come onto here because let's take a step back. Let's take a few step back. I've been on YouTube quite a lot as of recently because I'm stuck at home, um, doing hot girl shit, if you will. It's the complete opposite of hot girl shit, if I'm being very honest. But still, I've been at home. I've been on YouTube a lot, and so like I've been kind of like cultivating my YouTube subscriptions more as of recently because you phase out of things, and I was that person who's like still subscribed to people that I watched in like grade 8, which was like 5 years ago. So I decided, what, we need to revamp. We need to get with the times, show the sign of the times, just modernize to where I am in my identity as of currently. And so that means that I've been like with a lot of like smaller YouTubers that I've been finding, which is great because I love supporting smaller YouTubers. It's absolutely just like chef kiss. They're all just so nice and amazing, and yeah, I just love creatives anyway. And so the resounding thing that I've been like seeing, the resounding theme I've been seeing, if you will, is that like a lot of them are just doing this because they love to do it, not because they feel obligated to talk about things or just obligated to post, obligated to perform, obligated to, do something. And they're all just doing something because they want to. And I think that's like a big thing about me. And then if we also take it a few steps back, I was a fan. And I mean fan as in like Dan full fan. I was there. I was not there from the beginning, but I was there during that huge spike. And right now, I'm going back and rewatching videos of film, his old videos back in like freaking 2008, which is crazy to think about. And I found him so fascinating because not even him, but more rather just like the entire concept of that era of YouTube, where just people were making because they wanted to share their brain, they wanted to share their creativity, they wanted to share their thoughts and everything. And with my also like recent love of video essays, I've become one of those people. Video essays is just people talking about what they want because they want to. And that brings us to the topic of today, which is, my anxiety. Now, I have a difficult relationship with my anxiety, which goes without saying because who sits there with a panic attack thinking, hey, this anxiety is so much fun. I hope it sticks around for the rest of my life. Nobody. It's nobody. I don't like it. If I'm being very, very, very frank, I hate it. I hate having so much anxiety all of the time. It's because the more that you think about it, the more I realize just how much it has infected every part of my life and what I do and what I love and what I just what I love. What I love. I love. I'm not living, laughing, or loving right now. And I don't think I ever have fully. You'll know what I mean. Just keep on. So like suffice to say, I struggle with anxiety a lot. Um, hot girls have panic attacks, hot girls have anxiety disorders, hot girls have OCD, you know, really, with all the girls, with the girls. It's always been like a prevalent part of my life. Because if we really take it like all the way back as a child, I didn't have like a lot of friends. Why? Because of social anxiety. It makes me angry sometimes. I make myself angry, just how my brain works. It frustrates me deeply. But anyway, social anxiety, that has been like the most prevalent part of my life, because up until literally last year, I was unable to just socialize with people without feeling like I was going to collapse from an anxiety attack. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even being like funny, haha, serious for the lols, for the games, for the clicks, views, engagement. No, that's literally not. I've always just severely struggled with anxiety. On anxiety pills, honestly thinking of asking for stronger ones because my anxiety is even worse lately. But that's how anxiety has like affected me the most direct way. I just could not live. I could not think. I could not talk. I could not walk without just this ever-present anxiety in the back of my head. Not even in the back of my head. It was probably at the front, just like surrounding it, just incepting it. Is that the word? I couldn't really talk in class because if I raised my hand, I felt like my heart was literally about to beat out of my chest. Or like that really common meme that's like the really introverted kid in the class going, hi, and overthinking whether that's how they said it. That was me, but even worse. Because do you know what undiagnosed OCD is? That it took that anxiety and it ran it into the freaking ground, and I like it wore it down, you know, like those torn up shoes that we all had at one point that were on its last legs, that you needed to bury, that you needed to say, you know, Santa Maria, just pray that they're in the good afterlife, those kind of shoes. That's how much my anxiety wore me down, and it still does to this point, but it's different. It mutates, it develops. Because anyway, and so those kind of things, I could not talk to people without just constantly thinking, oh my God, am I saying the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Which is still something I struggle with today. But, you know, I've learned different coping mechanisms for it. To say if they're working or not, that's really, jury's out for that. As of currently, where is my anxiety and how is it relevant to this? Well, my anxiety has stopped me from doing literally anything that I love doing. And we'll take, for example, painting. I have a commission for my doctor that I just have not started because I'm just so anxious. And I don't even think anxious is the right word anymore, because there comes a point in my anxiety where it literally becomes paralyzing. And that was also like at the worst point of my life. That's how it also felt. It literally felt like I could not walk, I could not breathe, I could not do anything. I could just stay still in fear and just dread. And it was horrible. And so that's the same thing that I'm experiencing right now with like painting, writing, all of that. I just cannot bring myself to do it. And so by a lesser extent, YouTube has fallen into that really unfortunate grip, and I don't know how to break it, because I know the best thing to do is just to start. But it's not even the process of not being able to start that's the problem for me, because I can start anything. I can start and I can finish anything. It's really not that big of a deal, because I'm a committed person like that if I really want to. But it's more just been like towards the idea that it's just never gonna be good enough. And I think that's also just what has been affecting me in YouTube as of currently. I literally have not spoken this many words in like a few days, like just because I've just been too anxious, like I've said. And I'm just getting to that point where it's just, I hate it. I just hate how cowardly it makes me feel. Do you know what I mean? And it's just, there's so many positive words from people around me that are like, we're here for you, just talk to us. And I can't do that. I literally cannot bring myself to talk to people about my feelings. Why? Because it makes me anxious. Why I mentioned those YouTubers earlier on was just because even though they have anxiety that I'm almost entirely certain they do, I'm almost entirely certain they've spoken about, everyone has it to some degree, especially content creators, artists, etc., etc. We all have anxiety. It sucks. But they're able to get through it. And I don't know how, but it's just this knowledge that they can still go on and do things despite that anxiety. And that's not something that I've ever really particularly understood, because my anxiety, like I said, is paralyzing. And so now I literally had to set up this entire thing. I literally freaking, MacGyvered this entire like setup right now, and I'm sure this is gonna come out terrible, and I'm sure this is gonna sound terrible, and I'm sure this is gonna, everything is just not gonna look how I want it to look, because I am a perfectionist in every sense of the word, in every worst expression of that word. It's the same thing that I do with my art. Like I said, that's the main issue with my anxiety when it comes to art, for example, is that I know that it's not perfect enough. And you kind of just have to sit there and realize, what the fuck does that mean? If something is already perfect, it's already like capped some kind of limitation of standard. You know what I mean? So if it's not perfect enough, then where does it stop? Where does it keep on going? Where do I tell myself that this is good enough? And that is really like the big thing that I've been trying to deal with as of lately. It's just nothing I do feels like it's good enough, you know? It's like nothing I say is good enough, nothing I create is good enough, anything I'm not good enough at the very core of it. And it's a really toxic mindset that I'm really trying to, fight off, because it can get you into dangerous territories where I am currently. I just think it's kind of tiring. It's really tiring, if I'm being very honest. But that's also just been like my mentality towards YouTube. I just feel like I see all these people who have like really amazing setups, have these great cameras, these great lights, the best editing equipment, and all of that, and I just feel like I'm not at their level. It's not good enough, it's not perfect enough, therefore it's not worth trying. And that is one of the big problems that I have, is that I feel like if nothing I create is the best, then what is the point? What is the point? I also said this on Twitter. It's like it's part of the competitive side of me that I really try and just like shove down away, because it's not pretty. It's not pretty. It's not nice to show anybody just how much things like this affect me. Just how much, like, say, a certain mark that wasn't the one that you wanted can literally destroy my entire day like it used to. Because it just reaffirms the thought that nothing I do is ever good enough. Nothing I am is good enough, therefore it's not worth ever trying. I kind of just want to stop that. Because I have a lot of things I want to talk about that I really just cannot like talk about in length anywhere else. And I think this is like the greatest place. As like, do you know what I want? I already found a video like months ago on Madison Beer, and I was ranking her album, which was great. Live support, excellent, excellent. What a body of work. Anyway, I have that video. I have it there. I was editing it, but I just stopped because I just felt like it wasn't good enough. I had a therapy session scheduled for yesterday, but my therapist had bronchitis. I couldn't see him, obviously. So I can only see him like next week, I think, or the week after, somewhere around there. So I just have like a lot of these thoughts, these feelings that I'm almost humanly incapable of sharing with any other person. And so I think the best alternative is a fucking camera on YouTube of all places. Like the public things. I don't know how I'm able to talk about things with like entire audiences of people that I would never share intimately with one other person. It's very weird, really weird. Different conversation though. Different conversation. So I think going forward, I just want to make things for myself. You know, I shouldn't have to worry about why I will never be good enough for other people, because it really doesn't matter. Because if this is the way I get to express myself, express my own thoughts, opinions, feelings, and such, then I feel good enough. Because what am I? I'm an opinionated person. I will let you know about my opinions. I will let you know about my feelings. I will let you know about my thoughts, even if you don't want it. Unprovoked. I will be the cause of controversy and discourse. And I love it. I love it. I love doing that. I love talking. I love just being a little shit, if you will. My throat is sore because I'm a throat goat. Sorry. Do you think I have some kind of flu? I wouldn't even say COVID. I've been having, I think it's just my sinuses. My sinuses have been terrible lately. Oh, dude. My sinuses have been bad, 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 bad. You know, it's been rough around here. But also, like I said, I haven't spoken like this much to anybody for this long in one thing that I'm just so scared about in therapy is that I'm just, because it's like my old therapist, I'm just so scared of going there and just having the exact same problems that I have at 13. Because then what does that mean? I haven't changed. I haven't developed, I haven't grown, I haven't done anything worthwhile my time, and that's just all because of anxiety. Anyway, so that was a little like insight into where I've been. In case you're wondering, I'm pretty sure nobody was wondering. But like I said, I'm trying to do this for me because I'm hot and sexy and fly and beautiful, and I can do things for my own validation and not external. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me. If you want to follow me, it'll be here, somewhere around there. Don't forget to like, comment, comment, or subscribe if you want. And I will see you later, probably soon. And I'm holding myself to that promise because I always make false promises, and I need to stop. I need to stop that because now I sound like my fucking father. Alrighty, I love you lots. XOXO. Mwah.